What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the CCC commentary. We have our final game in week 6, and this week we have Josh and the Jubilife City Jirachis and Razz and the Traverse City Torterras. Big thank you to Razz. He's picking up a couple of last games that Brandon couldn't fill, so he has taken over Brandon's team and done a couple more trades. He's got a Clefable, and I think he swapped in an Appleton. He's going to do some funny strats, I believe. Josh, on the other hand, unchanged team, I think, other than maybe a Cray Dilly that is most recent addition. We've seen how Josh's team works. It's absolutely a force. That McGurner does not stop once it starts getting those speed boosts. He's got double Trick Room. He's got Tailwind. He's got Kingdra that can go Swift Swim. So his team can go both ways. I'm going to wonder how Razz is going to counter this, given that he doesn't have a lot of speed control. Mandibuzz with Tailwind. I think Gardevoir gets Trick Room. He does have a lot of redirection, though. Volcarona gets redirection. Clefable gets redirection. Mienshao with a Fake Out can do some serious damage as well if it drops a close combat or a high jump kick. So Josh is definitely going to play around the big threats on his team. But it's going to be an amazing game. I'm the one commentating it, so I can't wait to get right in. So let's go. Okay. So Josh has brought the Lycanroc, Kingdra, Pelipper, Jolteon, Magearna, and Porygon 2. We've seen this a lot from Josh before. Razz, on the other hand, has got a Tornadus, Mienshao, Milotic, Volcarona, Mandibuzz, and a Clefable. Now, one thing I see from Razz's side is... Wow, that was quick from Josh. That was really quick from Josh. I think he went for his top 4, so he went Lycanroc, Kingdra, Pelipper, Jolteon. So no Trick Room setter. What I do see from Razz is a lot of redirection. We've got a lot of... we've got like a Rage Powder. We've got Follow Me. The Mienshao with Fake Out is kind of scary. But also, the Mandibuzz with Tailwind could also be a play. Looks like Josh is running Focus Sash on that Jolteon, so Razz is going to be careful of that. He probably might throw in a Landorus expecting some from the Jolteon, but obviously Jolteon gets Weather Ball, which could cover for the Volcarona. Probably cover, well, it covers for the Mandibuzz with Electric, and I believe Landorus is also weak to water as well. I think Jolteon also gets access to Energy Ball, which will deal with the Milotic, but it seems like Razz is taking his time here. Let's see what Razz is going to lead. If I'm Razz, like, how do you lead it? You probably need to lead with some Fake Out pressure, expecting a Trick Room from maybe a Porygon 2. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get. Okay. So Josh picked pretty quickly. I didn't see what his leads were. I believe it was a Jolteon. So he's gone Mienshao Milotic, which is perfectly fine. Maybe going for some coil strats. Lycanroc Jolteon, okay. So I believe Mienshao's got the best position on the field. And Josh might be just going for the straight out Thunder into the Milotic here. He's going to be expecting a Fake Out somewhere, but I don't think swapping the Lycanroc out is a bad play. I think it's actually a really good play. Getting that Rain up, but also setting that Rain with the Milotic in is powering up its Muddy Waters. So Josh is going to be careful of that. So he may be... Oh, okay, he is double thinking his strats. Play Rough on the Mienshao, if it's not Focus Sash, is definitely going to kill. And he's just dropping a Thunder. Did he swap into the... I think he swapped into the Pelipper. Josh moves so quick, I struggle to keep up with his moves. Let's see what Razz is going to do. So the Milotic is going to protect. Are we going to see a Fake Out from Mienshao? Or a high jump kick? Play Rough lands. And Mienshao is down to the Sash. Jolteon drops a Thunder into the Protect, so what is this Mienshao going to do? Rock Slide. Maybe thinking it was the fastest thing on the field, even though Jolteon naturally outspeeds. Not quite sure what that Rock Slide was intended for there. Let's see how Josh thinks this through now. I don't think he's got any priority, but he does know that the Lycanroc outspeeds the Mienshao, so we're not seeing like a Scarf off or anything. We haven't got double choice Scarf. Play Rough into Razz's team doesn't really do much. But I mean, probably picking up the kill on the Mienshao is definitely worth the play. So he is swapping in that Pelipper, and he is going for the Protect on the Jolteon, so we're probably going to see another Rock Slide in from the Mienshao. Let's see what this Milotic does. It'd be kind of scary if he gets a Coil off. Maybe Josh trying to predict the Milotic withdraw. Maybe expecting like a Thunderbolt. So Mienshao goes for close combat. Pelipper takes that perfectly fine. Now Mienshao is in a really bad position. And it does drop the Muddy Water. And it hits both targets. Oh, it misses the Pelipper. This is the problem with Muddy Water. It feels like it doesn't hit at all. It never hits. So Josh locking in his moves real quick. Let's see what Razz does. I feel like we'll see an exact same turn. Maybe a close combat. The Protect on the Milotic. Fair enough. He obviously thinks that this Jolteon is going to attack straight into that Milotic. So now what has this Pelipper done? I forgot, did it? It popped the Tailwind, so a perfect turn for Josh. Reading the Protect and getting the Tailwind off. I'm not sure what Razz has got in the back, but I don't think it's going to be faster than either of these two. So we have got a bit of redirection on the field now with the Clefable coming in. Oh, what a play. So we are seeing the Soak strats again. Josh opting to keep that Jolteon alive despite knowing its Focus Sash. Maybe expecting like... I'd expect to follow me, but I'm not sure what this Clefable has got that could have hit the Jolteon. There we go, we do see the follow me. So we're probably going to see another Muddy Water. The Soak does come in, changing that Clefable's type to Water. And Milotic uses Scald into the Jolteon. So Razz is fixated on killing this Jolteon. I forgot that Jolteon's taken damage, so his Focus Sash is not in play. So that was the correct play from Josh to protect. Apologies for that last turn commentary. Does make sense now. Another follow me. And we are going to see the Thunder reveal. How much is this going to do? It's just going to wipe the Clefable off the map. Wow. Wow. That's insane. In comes the Hurricane. And can he get the Confusion? Nope, but the Scald comes in. This in the rain is going to do a lot of damage to Jolteon. It lives on 5! Wow! That Jolteon is tanky! In comes the Volcarona now. And the Volcarona in the rain has got no place being here. Unless it's Scarfed. I don't believe we'll see it as Scarfed. Josh, maybe predicting the right way? I don't think he needs to reveal the Weather Ball there. Razz has gone into the Jolteon slot almost every turn, so the Protect is fine. Do see a Giga Drain. Doing a fair whack of damage, but this Hurricane's going to do a lot back. Volcarona with very high special defenses though will take that quite well. Razz relying on this Muddy Water to hit. This doing neutral damage should take the Pelipper out, I believe. Nope, never mind. Yeah, not neutral damage, it's resisted damage. Two really bad commentary turns for me. The Tailwind has petered out, but I don't think Josh is in that much of a sticky situation here. The Thunder's still doing a lot of damage to Milotic, and probably a Shadow Ball taking out the Volcarona. It's just he needs to decide what he wants to take out. Or maybe he's thinking, can he preserve maybe a 2-0 or a 3-0 with a swap? But I think this Jolteon's definitely done its job. Is there any reason to keep it back? I don't think so. So he is going to send in the Kingdra, which makes sense, because you can recycle the rain. Obviously, will take a Giga Drain as well, because it's not weak to Grass because of its Dragon typing. In comes the Giga Drain into the Jolteon. So, that Volcarona went before the Jolteon. So is that Scarf Volcarona? I believe it is. Scald on the Kingdra does nothing. No burn. Very nice. So now Josh can recycle his Rain, giving that Kingdra possibly a chance to outspeed the Volcarona if it's not Scarfed. But the thing is, that Volcarona is Scarfed into Giga Drain, and Razz has no swaps. So Josh is completely fair to protect this 3-0 lead, and I believe a Muddy Water will take out the Volcarona. It just depends if that Milotic may be packing Ice Beam. That could be a bit of a trick. Double Avoid on the Muddy Water, and the Giga Drain into the Pelipper as we expected. So what is this Milotic going to do? It does pack Ice Beam. And Kingdra takes it. Hey, but the freeze! I don't think he's going to change anything. I don't think he's going to change anything. Does allow Volcarona to go first. We probably see the Pelipper go down here. Josh getting the Protect. Trying to buy that Kingdra some turns. Kingdra's frozen solid. This is just going to come down to rolls. I imagine Milotic is just going to keep spamming Ice Beam. And that's significantly more damage than the first turn. Josh in a bit of a sticky situation here. How many turns can he buy this Kingdra? Maybe one more? Will it live one more? Kingdra's frozen solid again. Razz might have just won this down to a freeze. The Giga Drain coming in, taking the Pelipper down. Locking into Giga Drain as well will actually hit the Lycanroc quite effectively as well. I imagine this Ice Beam is just going to do the damage. It lives on 16, so Josh has one more attempt. One more attempt. Giga Drain might Oko from this range. Given that Volcarona's special attack is like 135, it's absolutely huge. Josh realizing that this Milotic is probably the worst thing on the field. Let's see how this turn pans out. If the Giga Drain doesn't kill it, the Lycanroc has a chance to kill the Milotic with a Stone Edge if it crits. Which will buy Kingdra another turn. I mean, Kingdra could just 4 out this turn. And kill the Volcarona with Muddy Water. Stone Edge lands. Kingdra's frozen solid. He does opt to go for the Giga Drain into the Kingdra. So this Milotic is going to do some serious damage to that Lycanroc. In comes a Scald, and I imagine this is GG's. What a turnaround for Razz game 1. Absolutely amazing. I mean, completely relying on that freeze on the Kingdra, but sometimes you've just got to pray that it happens. I feel like Josh was in such a commanding position with that Jolteon doing so much work, but it's the power of Volcarona. Volcarona just will not be stopped. A lot of things to think about with the speedings as well. We saw a lot of things outspeeding when they shouldn't. Are we maybe not seeing a Swift Swim Kingdra as well? Or did I miss the Choice Scarf on the Lycanroc? Oh no, of course we saw the Choice Scarf on the Lycanroc from the first turn. So it looks like Josh going for the same lead. Going for the same team. Not bringing the Magearna or the Porygon. I feel like without the freeze, Josh had it very much in the bag. Plus the double miss on the Muddy Water as well was really unlucky. Like, missing 2 full turns is is so bad in this format. This format like punishes you if you get just one turn wrong, it will punish you. But if 2 turns, well, I mean, he didn't get the second. He didn't get them wrong. He just got axed out of it. But you get one of those turns wrong, you get 2 turns wrong, and that's completely. It can, like we see in the game, is just completely gone. Razz now sitting kind of comfortable. Knows a lot of Josh's sets. He can maybe pivot and adjust. Just knowing that Lycanroc is Choice Scarf might change his lead. But I do think the Mienshao is definitely coming. A Fake Out, 100%. The Focus Sash will keep you alive from at least one play rough. Just got to be careful if Josh doubles into this Mienshao. One crucial thing is as well that Josh didn't reveal the Weather Ball on the Jolteon. I mean, it's a very common thing to run Weather Ball on Jolteon, but there's a chance that he might not. So we do see Mienshao Landorus. So what is Josh's play here? I was about to say we're about to see the Weather Ball. The Pelipper's going to come in. Josh, knowing that Landorus is not Focus Sash because the Mienshao is holding it. And his Jolteon is going to go first because it naturally outspeeds. It'll be in the back of Razz's mind that a play rough will almost, well, pretty much OHKO the Mienshao barring the Focus Sash. And the Lycanroc could do serious damage to the Landorus as well. So Razz has got to know that he's going second here. He's having a long think about this turn. Makes me think that the Mienshao probably isn't packing Fake Out. Which is a big surprise. I wish I could see the timer on this. So we do see the swap into the Pelipper to set the rain. What we're going to see out of the Mienshao, if he's predicted a Fake Out correctly. We do see the Fake Out onto the Pelipper, so the wrong slot. Weather Ball comes in. I'm going to say that this Lando's going down. Yeah, straight down. Straight down. Now, thing is, do we see a fighting move into where the Lycanroc slot is next turn? Because do you expect the Pelipper to stay in? I suppose you do. Hurricane's going to do a massive amount of damage to the Mienshao. Josh opting for the Tailwind. I wonder if Mienshao gets like Thunder Punch. Jolteon dropping Thunder on the Mienshao. Taking it down to its Focus Sash. He does drop a Close Combat into the Jolteon, revealing the Jolteon's Focus Sash. Now, where has this Milotic gone? We're going to see a Tailwind. Ice Beam goes into the Pelipper. If it doesn't freeze, he's good. Right, okay. Now, in the back of Razz's mind, you have to be thinking that Protect from the Jolteon is coming and the Hurricane is coming from the Pelipper. So, this Mienshao, is it packing Protect? I don't think we saw it last time. I don't think we got a chance. It's just going to be dependent on what this Milotic wants to do. I mean, the Ice Beam's doing some okay damage. And I do believe that the Mienshao served its purpose. I suppose he could recycle the Fake Out, but what's coming in? He does opt to stay in. Mienshao uses Protect, so this is a good turn for Razz. What is Muddy Water? If it doesn't miss, maybe an accuracy drop could do some work. That's okay damage on the Pelipper. And there is the accuracy drop, like we said. So Josh dropping 100% Thunder into the Milotic and the Hurricane into the Mienshao. Should be both moving first. we're going to finally see how much this Thunder does to the Milotic, and if Razz has calculated something to live. Mienshao gets a double protect. Let's see how much this Thunder does. I can't see it killing. Oh, that looks like a natural live. That's a natural live on 1. Muddy Water hitting both targets. I feel like we're going to see both of these go down. The Pelipper lives on 8. This, and the double accuracy drop. This is crazy. Josh definitely with speed control here on this Kingdra. And a swap into Lycan Rock. Josh, knowing that this Kingdra's going first with a Muddy Water, as long as it doesn't miss, he's killing both of them. Razz doesn't really have a swap in. I believe a Volcarona's in the back. So the Jolteon doing the right plays, getting the majority of the damage down. In comes the Lycan Rock, and I believe this Muddy Water will take out both. Oh no, the Milotic miss! Oh, this is massive! Josh just can't seem to get any luck with these Muddy Waters. Where's this Ice Beam going? It's going into the Kingdra. Okay. It could have gone into the Lycan Rock and we could have seen some massive damage. With the rain stopping and the Tailwind petering out, we can expect to protect from this... from this Kingdra and a swap in maybe for the Pelipper, but I think Josh's best turn here is to swap the Kingdra out. He knows that that Volcarona is scarfed. Four times weak to rock, it might live a rock slide, depending on how it's invested. I know it definitely needs defense investment, but given it's choice scarfed, it's probably sped, and then into HP and probably full special attack. There goes the Lycan Rock going first. And it does kill both. It does kill both. Massive turn for Josh. Lycan Rock coming in clutch. Obviously with no guard, so he's never going to miss those rock slides. And that is the game. Going into game 3, man. All these games are going to game 3. They're so close. To be honest, I did think Josh had game 1 very much secured. Until the freeze and the muddy water misses. That game was a bit more prolonged. I don't think Josh ever came out of the driving seat. Again, it's just some muddy water misses and a double protect from a Mienshao. But Josh just kept the offensive pressure on. I think he just goes same 4 again, right? Yeah, no need to change it up. I don't think the Magearna or the Porygon are needed. Jolteon pretty much covers the whole team. And the fact that it's got a Focus Sash so it can stay around for an extra turn. Josh may be thinking about bringing that Magearna. It just depends on what he wants to swap out for it. I don't think he needs to. He knows that his Lycan Rock is outspeeding a Choice Scarf. Volcarona. The same leads. Will we see something different from Razz? The Milotic seems to be putting in a fair bit of work, so maybe see a Follow Me Clefable out first. Mienshao Lando. So, there's a choice here. Will he fake out the Jolteon? Or, knowing or expecting Josh to swap in the Pelipper. I think this is a really smart play from Josh. This is really smart. Maybe Razz gambling on the fact that the Mienshau's got the focus sash, so could be dropping a close combat into that Lichen Rock. Lando maybe popping, what, a Rock Slide? Earth Power probably into the Jolteon. That's another play. Razz having a long think. He's probably thinking about where to plonk this fake out. Fake out into the Jolteon, expecting the Pelipper to come in. The play rough is going to take Mienshao down to its focus sash. And Lando Earth Power into Jolteon. Earth Power into the Lichen Rock. And it just straight Okos! Wow! I forget that it's weak to ground. I thought he might have been too focused in on the Jolteon. But Josh pivoting this rain, knowing that the Kingdra will outspeed and the Muddy Water will probably take out both of these, barring no misses. Really hard position for Razz to pivot out of here. Maybe a double switch. He's just going to let them both go down. That Kingdra coming in clutch, man. Life Orb Kingdra. Nothing to shake your head at. So what is in the back? Goes to Milotic. And a Mandibuzz this time. So Josh does have the Ice Beam for the Mandibuzz, so I'm not against the Muddy Water here. Probably predicting a Protect and a Tailwind. He has matched the Tailwind. I think it's the safest turn. Clicking Tailwind on that Pelipper, making sure that you always outspeed. There might be a slight situation where the Milotic might go first, but Josh is in a commanding position here. The Milotic does protect, so we've probably seen a Tailwind from this Mandibuzz. See how much this Muddy Water does to it. A fair whack. That's good for spread damage. And the accuracy drop as well is very nice. Mandibuzz doing Snarl. Great plays. Neutralizing that Kingdra. And also neutralizing the Pelipper as well, because it's running. But Josh getting a free Tailwind. And reveal of lefties, I believe. Yep. So, does Josh drop the Ice Beam? Or does he swap the Kingdra out? Expecting another Snarl. He's going to go first, so he might just double in straight into the Mandibuzz. And he has doubled into the Mandibuzz, but the Protect comes out. So what is this Milotic going to get off? Its own Ice Beam. Looks like it's going into the Kingdra. Doing a fair whack of damage. But I believe the Kingdra is going to live another one. I wish I could see how many more turns of Rain we have. Josh opting to go for spread. Oh, this is it's still riding in the balance. Muddy Water will hit both. And it's still massive damage. Obviously, Muddy Water probably doing more than Ice Beam with the rain boost. Goes to neutral. Hurricane not doing a lot to Mandibuzz, but gets the confusion. That could be crucial if this Mandibuzz confuses itself. Because a Snarl will take the Kingdra out. No! No! A Snarl would have taken the Kingdra out there. I believe this Kingdra might take the Mandibuzz out with a Muddy Water. I think it's a roll. Mandibuzz does get the Protect off. Kingdra uses Muddy Water. Hits the Milotic. And we see an accuracy drop. Is Josh gonna get returned hacks? It's competitive. Oh, it dies to life orb damage. This is getting saucy. Hurricane doesn't do a lot of damage, but this Ice Beam, it misses. The accuracy drop's coming in. Oh, this is huge. The Tailwind is gone, but Jolteon still has a sash. This is huge. I believe it's still in chance of a Thunder, though. It's just going to be whether the Thunder hits. Out of the rain. Maybe protect Mandibuzz. Josh going into the Mandibuzz probably I expect to protect on the Milotic and a Snarl on the Mandibuzz here. That was a massive miss. If that Pelipper would have died, this Thunder will take out the Mandibuzz. 100%. Yep. We've seen so many hacks this game. Skull coming in at +1. It misses again! I think that's GG's. That is 100% GG's. I think Josh can get away with not doing a Thunder. He could probably get away with doing a Shadow Ball and a Hurricane. The pro players of soaking your own Jolteon. But it's not to matter, as the Jolteon takes the Thunder into the Milotic and takes the game home for Josh. There were so many hacks that game. That was unbelievable. Josh now guaranteeing a bye, I believe. Given we are in week 6, I believe Josh has moved to 1 and 4. In fact, he might be 4 and 2. Razz, after taking over Brandon, so that I think he's completely out of playoffs, but he's come in and done an absolute massive job for us. Thank you so much for doing that, Razz. GG's to both. Josh pulling out the win. Hacks in game 1 against Josh. Hacks against Razz in game 3. I hope you all enjoyed. That was closer than I expected, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.